Hi there, my name is Diane Morrison, and I'm a science fiction and fantasy author. I'm looking for your help to publish my novel, A Few Good Elves. Three years ago, you guys helped me publish Once Upon a Time in the Weird West, which is a collection of my Weird Western serial stories. And 2 years ago, you helped me to edit and publish Gunsmoke and Dragonfire, a fantasy western anthology. I figure we make a winning team. The Toy Soldier Saga is a fantasy space opera universe. It has all of the elements of space opera science fiction, but everything's done by magic. I don't think there's anything out there that is quite like it. And I really hope that you'll enjoy it and the extended universe that has been created around it.
I am Chris. I play Arian, the grizzled older X-enlisted elf.
Remember, we've only got 30 days to make this happen. With your support, you can have some of the art that's been created for the books, you can have the stories, the ebook, a trade paperback copy, a hardcover copy, you might be able to get it signed. You could even get the entire collection of everything that I have previously published or been published in. Thanks in advance for your support, and thank you for listening. And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Toy Soldiers Old School. This is episode 49. For the moment, it is titled Cry Havoc. My name is Diane Morrison. I'm known in the community as Sable Aradia. I'm the creator of the Toy Soldier Saga, and in this campaign, I am playing Marine Captain Celine Wintermist, who has somehow ended up in charge of the Void Chaser, a frigate entirely crewed by Elven Marines. And these guys are my officers, my friends, my family, and at least one of them is my boyfriend. I am a priestess of Arianrod. I joined the Avalonian Imperial Navy and then the Marines in order to see the universe and maybe help some people out along the way. I am particularly dismayed that there is war in the air. My and her pronouns are she or they.
Okay, Crowley.
Hi, I'm Blake. I'll be playing the part of Crowley. He is a Phoenok, a feline-like race of my own creation. He can be a bit of a shit disturber, but for the most part, he tries to do good. Having some grand adventures with the Avalonian Imperial Navy, and his pronouns are he, him.
Okay, and
Yes.
Dawn.
Hi, I'm Dawn. I play Yasmin Snowwind. I was an orphan, joined the Navy. Turns out I've got family in the Navy, and they're my friends as well, so it's just great. All kinds of family now. I even have a boyfriend. Try real hard, don't always have the best luck, but that's life. My pronouns are she, her, and so are hers.
Okay, Drumland.
Hi, I'm Brianna Healy, also known as Siobhan the Writer. I play Ladas Madrimlian. He is an altruistic elf who has joined the Navy out of family obligations. He is looking to start his own division of the Navy for intelligence. He currently has a girlfriend and a lot of good friends in his companions. And his pronouns are he, they, mine, or she, her.
Okay, Rowan.
Hi, I'm Rowan. I play Von Vin Starsong, happy-go-lucky young druidess in the Avalonian Imperial Navy and part of the Marine Corps and bug suit flying. She joined the Avalonian Navy and wound up becoming part of the Marines, and she's having a great time seeing new places, flying on starseed ships, and, occasionally capturing a pirate. Fun stuff. Her pronouns are she, her, and so are mine.
Okay. And G-Man.
I am G-Man No 99. Also, on the internet, I play Ardent Spellsword, a Kensai Magus crafter, who's a little obsessed with crafting. His pronouns are he, him, and so are mine.
Okay, Chris. You're muted, Chris.
Sorry about that. Hi, I'm Chris. I play Arian. He's the grizzled older guy of the group, even though he's not that old. But he's ex-enlisted and moved up to the officer's rank. He's a follower of the Morrigan, the only lawful deity in the entire Elven Pantheon, and one who was about to be let loose because they generally only let her out during times of war. Arian thinks of it as his job to keep these youngsters alive, and our pronouns are he, him.
Okay, and my name is Aaron. I'm known online as Aaron Ree, which is spelled exactly as it sounds, R-I-G-H. Alright, I'm the game master, so I keep the game flowing. Well, at least I am the game master until probably the end of this game, in which there will be a change of power. A handing of the reins, as it were. And, I play Ruvel Sunfall, who is destined to become the,
The father of the
protagonist of the stories. I'm trying to maneuver stuff around as I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Because fucking
the stories
every time you guys turn your camera on, it changes the order of the people on screen.
Yeah, this is why we don't normally use Zoom, but we have to use Zoom tonight because apparently Google Meet, I knew they were going to do it, and they suddenly decided, as of today, all right, we're not giving you unlimited time on the call anymore, so it's all going to be 1 hour at a time. And we're like, yeah, we're already paying for Zoom. We're not going to pay for Google Meet too. You can kiss my butt. So next time we'll probably be using OBS Ninja.
Yeah.
So be prepared to get together for a tech meeting sometime during the week, gang.
Yeah, or earlier on Sunday.
Yeah. Exactly. Anyway,
yeah.
He is Ruvel Sunfall is theoretically destined to be the father of the protagonist of the novels.
Yes, and his pronouns are he, they, and mine are whatever you want to call me. Just don't be rude.
All right.
All right. So.
And today, instead of an intelligence report, we're going to do something a little bit different. I mean, it's still an intelligence report, but it's different. All right. Most secret, to be kept under lock and key, never to be removed from the office. Urgent, report on activity of interest at Balok Draconian System. File number 105, date 21 Corn Moon, 4611, Avalonian Calendar. From Captain Celine Wintermist, Void Chaser Commanding, to Avalonian Imperial Star Command, date 21 Corn Moon, 4611 AC. Be advised that a large unified Fomorian fleet is en route to Adonia to join a much larger fleet which is amassing there to invade the Talasian system. Proceeded as ordered to Balok to observe possible sightings of strange Fomorian ships amassing in the vicinity. Almost immediately discovered jetsam from a possible enemy ship. Use Lieutenant Mythithus' Star Shark companion, by the way, I hate you for that name, Chris, to track the ship's trail, and discovered a hostile frigate and torpedo boat. Destroyed both vessels and acquired 5 prisoners, the manifest, and the ship's log from the wrecks. Both vessels were crewed by goblins and commanded by orcs. Ship's manifest and log revealed the vessels had raided permafrost to acquire supplies. Suspect that permafrost has fallen to the Fomorians, but cannot confirm. Overheard conversation upon our boarding action revealed said vessels were the forward scouts of a much larger fleet, which was expected to arrive imminently. Used a ruse to win the trust of the prisoners, and discovered this fleet is intended to join a larger fleet amassing at Adonia with intentions of invading the Talasian system. Assigned Lieutenant Arian Mythithus and Ensign Ruavel Sunfall to count ships and left the area to avoid discovery. Assigned Lieutenant Lilas Madrimlian to maintain a psionic link with the lieutenant and ensign to be sure the information made it back to Star Command regardless of their fate. I am proud to say that every one of my Marines volunteered. Numbers of the fleet at Balok have just been received at 3 bells of the forenoon watch and are as follows: 2 dreadnoughts, 6 men of war, 6 sloops of war, 10 frigates, 12 corvettes, 12 to 13 gunboats estimated, 12 to 15 fighters estimated. Prisoners have also confirmed that they are involved with the Dragon Syndicate and a Fomorian alliance called the Solstice Pact, of which the Dragon Syndicate is a signatory. Also confirmed intentions of the Solstice Pact to declare war on the Avalonian Empire. Prisoners described themselves as soldiers and were aware they were headed into battle. Prisoners invited my Marines, Ensign Crowley and Ensign Mariama Darksinger, to join them, believing them friendly to their cause, to overthrow the Elven tyranny. Currently en route to recover my Marines pursuant to further orders. Special commendations recommended for Lieutenants Mythithus, Ensign Sunfall, Ensign Darksinger, and Ensign Crowley for their bravery, and Lieutenant Madrimlian, Ensign Darksinger, and Ensign Crowley for their improvisation and inventiveness.
Okay. So that's where we were.
That's where we were. So I'm heading back to collect my Marines, as I said.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you turn around and start heading back.
Let the captain know that they are taking the long way around to avoid a detection.
Copy that. We'll meet them. Just get them. You got their coordinates?
Yeah, I've still got the link, so.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get their coordinates easily
Yep.
enough and where they're heading, what
Yep.
trajectory they're on and stuff. All right.
And relay back to Arian. Lieutenant, you want to let us know if anything untoward happens? Because we're still in hostile space at this point.
Of course.
Thank you.
Well, note, he did not tell Arian that you're coming to get him.
Yeah. Oh, I'll let him know too. We are en route.
Very well. I give him the best coordinates we can.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The hell was that, G-Man?
I slipped. I didn't realize I wasn't muted.
That's hilarious.
Uh-oh. If you look at chat, we have a new stowaway apparently.
Oh, I
DM
don't know.
stretch, yeah.
Cast Drench on dice from hiding.
Can't have too many stowaways here. I think
No.
we'll leave the stowaways for another opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, why is your alarm going off?
It's not. Give me a second.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So we'll try to catch up with them and, stay out of the way of this damn fleet. Because holy crap.
Luckily, it's going in the other direction from us.
Right,
So.
basically,
Yes.
yes. You're heading towards them, whereas Arian and Rovell are heading away from them, right? And they're heading away from you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it takes a few days in space at this point to link up.
Really? We only, left them a few hours ago, didn't we?
Sure, but, well, no,
Yeah.
about 12 hours ago, but, yeah.
You're also trying to find a longboat, in effect, in the middle of the stars.
Right.
Well, that's true.
Right, in effect, yes, you're looking for a dory.
Yeah, but they're also looking for us, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. A few
Space
days,
is really
though, might be too long. I was thinking this would take a
Okay,
few hours.
I'll say it's a few hours, sure.
Okay, because otherwise I should be heading back to Draconia at all due haste. I figured I could spare a few hours. I can't spare a few days. And I don't have confirmation that Command has heard my message, do I?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I'm getting increasingly anxious, having not heard back from them. Okay. All right. When we hook up with them, right? Smile a little as we haul them aboard. Did you enjoy your little excursion? She says.
Arian will drag the space tuna that Carrick brought us up the side of the boat and hand it.
Oh, nice! And you even brought us dinner. How lovely, she says.
Garrick brought us dinner.
Good job, Carrick. Gives him a scritch.
Oh, that's a very large kipper.
Nice. Well, we better make some haste. I haven't heard back from Command yet, she says. Our last orders were to return to Draconia, so that's what I'm going to do,
Right.
she says. All right. Yep, and, put our fastest pilots in the helm and do a rotation and get the flock out of here.
Okay. You guys head back for Draconia. Word from Command doesn't come for 2 more days.
Well, that makes me nervous, but I figure we might be able to get ahead of them because we're one ship putting our fastest pilots in the engine, So, they've got to wait for every dreadnought, every fighter. They've got to coordinate, right?
Which
the fleet that went by us.
Fleet?
Yeah. So I'm hoping we can get ahead of them.
Oh yeah, that's gonna take them weeks.
Okay. All right, and pew! We're looking at least a couple weeks of sailing at this point.
Yep. A couple of days later, word comes from Command that you are to rendezvous with the Draconia fleet, and that war has been declared.
Okay, how do we
All right.
receive the message? Are we sent it magically, or
Uh,
does...
Basically, um, something that you didn't note before. Right? You go into your room and there's a light, a candle, sticking out of your safe.
the hell? It goes to it.
Right?
A candle?
Yep. With a red fucking flame on it.
Looks at the ship log to see what the procedures are. There's got to be a manual that tells me what to do with this.
Yep. It says that when this appears, that classified orders have appeared in your safe. It's an
Okay, open it
illusion.
up.
It's an illusion.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yep, open the safe then and get the orders.
Yep. There's a sealed orders papers in there.
Okay, in that case, I guess we call a meeting and call the ship to stations and read the orders.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the procedure goes. Yeah, all hands to stations, she says.
Yep. Bosun pipes people to stations.
Attend my station.
Indeed.
We've received new orders, she says. Classified. Breaks the seal and reads it.
It says on this day, whatever it is, there the
2 days later would
2
be the
days.
23rd of Corn Moon.
All right. On this day, the 23rd of Corn Moon, 4611 AC, did His Imperial Highness and the assembled Mithril of the Navy declare war upon the Solstice Pact
Mm-hmm.
and their co-belligerents.
Whoever that
All right.
may be, which they don't even know at this point.
All right.
I notice how vague it is. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Like most declarations of war, we'll fight
Yep.
this war until it's over.
Yeah. Against those assholes.
Against those assholes.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and it says that you are to rendezvous with the Draconian main fleet under Admiral Celestis
Okay.
and receive orders, further orders for your
Assignment from there.
assignment from there. All right, the fleet is rendezvousing at I think it's Valdemar, the moon. Valdemar.
Yes.
The moon Valdemar.
Okay. Yep. She says, well then, these are our orders. We are at war, she says. Therefore, the articles of war shall now be read, Bosun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We are not actually going to read the articles of war
No.
because they're fucking long.
Yes.
But I will put the link in the chat
Wah,
here
wah,
just a second.
wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah.
Basically, it's a long list of don't do this or you'll be put to death. Don't do that or you'll be put to death.
Yep.
Don't do the other thing.
And the commissar is always right.
Yep.
Yep.
There are 35 clauses. The article that I'm linking here, you'll find it underneath the thing that says where you can read the stories in the sidebar and want to read all the Toy Soldier Saga fiction. Right underneath it, there will be a button that is a red button that says read the document, and that is what you're looking for if you want to read it.
So after this is all read out, Crowley's like, so let me get this straight. Up to and including fighting in this war is a death sentence.
Yep.
Up to and including fighting in this war is a death sentence. Up to and including fighting in this war is a death sentence. Up to and including fighting in this war is a death sentence. Up to and including fighting in this war is a death sentence. Up to and including fighting in this war is a death sentence. Up to and including fighting in this war is a death sentence. Up to and including fighting in this war is a death sentence. Up to and including fighting in this war is a death sentence. Up to and including fighting in this war is a death sentence. Up to and including fighting in this war is a death sentence. Up to and including fighting in this war is a death sentence. Up to and including fighting in this war is a death sentence. Up to and including fighting in this war is a death sentence. Up to and including fighting in this war is a death sentence. Up to and including fighting in this war is a death sentence. Up
Maybe I do have to read it out to people. Because it's like,
Well, I'll die for this and I'll die for that and that other thing over there, and possibly in the war. You know, eh,
Well,
let's
mostly
have
it's
some
stuff things like
fun.
don't rape people, don't pillage, you know.
Oh, well, shit.
You know?
Take all the fun out of war.
Oh,
Yeah, don't kill civilians.
no profane oaths, cursings, exhortations, drunkenness, uncleanliness, or other scandalous actions. But that's just, you get beaten for that. You don't get killed.
Yeah, for swearing. If your captain is the type that'll enforce it.
No giving
Well,
intelligence to the enemy.
Yeah.
Uh, make sure you pass on important information to your commanding officers bloody quickly. No spying. Um,
What? No spying. We can't spy on the enemy?
you can spy on the enemy, no spying against us, obviously.
Oh,
No giving shit to the enemy.
well, unless it's fecal matter.
Yeah.
Victuals, money, shot, arms, ammunition, or any supplies whatsoever. Uh, all papers, charter parties, bills of lading, passports, and other writings that shall be taken, seized, or found aboard any ship or ships, which shall be surprised or taken as a prize, shall be duly preserved and passed on to the commanders.
They want all intel.
They want all the intel.
All your intel are belong to command.
No taking the prize shit before it has had a chance to be judged a lawful prize in the Admiralty Court. So we can't just take shit off the ship and screw off with it. We have to report it, and they will decide if we can have it.
so yes, Daz, there is a don't loot clause.
One shall treat the enemy with dignity, basically. We are not to strip them of their clothes, pillage, beat, or evilly treat them.
Yep.
Okay.
Which means no target practice on them, Daz.
Flag officers, captains, and commanders are under orders to engage the enemy wherever they see them, unless they cannot,
Outnumbered and such.
What about using them not as target practice, but as the fuel for the trebuchet?
Pretty sure
No,
that's frowned upon as well.
that would be under
Okay.
treated evilly, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But we're just returning them to their own people.
Everybody better listen to their commanding officers, or else do not fuck around and disobey them. No desertion, cowardice, or negligence. Yeah. Fight the enemy. Don't run away. Yeah. Guard whatever you're supposed to guard, or else.
We will fight for elven freedom
Yeah, pretty much.
and hold our large ears high.
No taking or giving away shit that's been given in our care. Right, like if we're transporting a passenger and we put their shit in the safe, we have to give it back.
Run free with the enemy.
No striking or drawing weapons against the superior officers.
Not on their side, on your side.
Yep. No quarreling or fighting with other people in the fleet. No wasteful expense of shot, ammunition, or other stores. No embezzling of it.
They have to specifically say that. No, you're not allowed to take shot home with you.
Yep, they do. No, like burning or destroying your ship or ammunition. You have to say this apparently. No wasting their Majesty's ship. Do not crack it on an asteroid.
Yep.
On
No
purpose.
sleeping on your watch or forsaking your station. No murder, no robbery, no false signs or muster books, right?
No
So,
fun. No.
yeah, pretty much. No letting criminals go. Uh, Officers convicted before a court martial of behaving in a scandalous, infamous, cruel, oppressive, or fraudulent manner shall be dismissed from the service. No mutiny.
Yeah, remember that. Especially you, Dazzle Cat.
This applies whether you're on land or in the void. Yeah, pretty much that's it. So there you go. No fun, in other words.
So is that it? Is the crew dismissed to quarters?
The crew is now dismissed to their duty, and
Yep.
we're going to continue to make all haste to Veldemar.
Arian will approach Celine at this moment and say, "Ma'am, I need a moment in your wardroom."
Of course, she says. Yep. Takes him to the wardroom.
So, ma'am, who's going to break the word to everybody else?
The word.
As far as I know, ma'am, none of the other officers have actually taken their oath, and therefore must be put ashore due to the regulations of the Avalonian military. They are still under the midshipman program.
You're not wrong. She says to Arian, "Oh my, now what are we going to do?"
I think we just get them to pack their bags, and when we join the fleet, they can take the next courier back to the base for eventual transport to their home of record, ma'am. That's what the regulations say. Unless, of course, you want to accept their oath right here on deck. I suppose as commanding officer you have that right, but it doesn't seem like as much fun.
That's exactly what Madrimley was going to do. He's like,
Let's go out and tell him to pack, she says. Come on. Claps him on the shoulder. She says when she goes out on deck.
Officers report to the stern castle for a briefing.
Yep.
Report.
Yep.
Looks at Arian.
Oh, you're going to leave this on me, ma'am. Very well.
She grins, folds her arms.
Lieutenant Madrimlian, Lieutenant Yasma, Ensign Starfall, Sunfall, Starsong, Snowwind, and Spellsword. I regret to inform you that you will need to pack your bags for transfer to the first available transport back to the naval base and eventually to your home of record, as you are not officially of and part of the Navy, being part of the midshipmen's program.
Yes, says Ravel.
With all due respect, Captain, it is within your purview to accept our oaths if that is how you wish, and I would wish to declare my oath to you for the Avalon Imperial Navy.
It is, but I thought this would be more fun.
Yeah, get out of the war.
Starts laughing.
Says Ravel.
Yes, of course, I'll be happy to accept everybody's oaths, she says. But
Arian raises one eyebrow at Ruavel and gives him the look that he got after the lashing that Celine took.
I'm kidding.
Oh, the gnome incident.
All right, she says, "I've got the book. Let's have the oaths."
All right.
Yep.
You guys want me to go through the oath? Or did we do this?
You should at least read it out.
I should.
Well,
You
so you
know,
know what oath you're
one of
swearing.
these days I'm going to
Um,
be in.
uh, Crowley already swore his oath.
He did. He did actually. I recall that.
He swore his oath when
Oh,
he joined up with the Navy. Yet,
That's why I didn't list him or Lurik in my recitation of the
right?
people who had to get the fuck off.
I absolutely love it. I love it. I think that's hilarious. Okay. Okay, there it is. Okay, so I'm actually going to be smart and put this in an article after this at some point. But okay,
Arian raises one more hand and says, "Ma'am, I have to ask the traditional confirming question before the oaths are given. Are all present here who are seeking the oath above the age of majority and of sound mind and body and able to take this oath freely and of free conscience?"
Avalon.
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 I'm thinking. Says Ruvel. Am I
kicks him
of
in the shin.
sound mind? Ow. Okay. Yes, I am. Avalon says
All
reserves
I
right
also
his.
then.
look at I also look at the other ensign Sunfall.
That's what I said. That's Xerxes just said Avalon.
Yeah. All right then. Okay, so I'll read it out. I won't make everybody recite it, right? But they have a repeat after me, right? You say I and your name, right? Do swear by the spear of Lou Silverhand to serve the elven people with arm, sword, bow, and spell to the best of my ability. I will, if necessary, lay down my life in defense of the people and follow the commands of my superior officers and the royalty of elven nations as best as I am able until I until I hang my sword upon the tree of swords and jewels in the Summerlands.
And I could see Madrimlian actually quoting it from heart without needing to be repeated repeat after.
And
I'm
as the
sure he can, but since everybody probably recites it together, I'm sure he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't.
only likely follower of the Morrigan on board, Arian will go break out the shrine of Morrigan and set it up in its traditionally reverent place during times of war.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only time it's generally displayed aboard ship.
Celine will salute it.
Yeah, Madrimlian will salute it, and then later on in the day he'll go walk by and flip the chalice, so it's upside down. As he's just walking past it.
Why?
He's a Lokiite!
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I was like, do I have to kill him now? Okay, no, right. I forgot. Yes, he follows Loki. I don't have to kill him. That's expected. The Morrigan might be pissed, but I'm not gonna be.
I mean, the thing is,
Yeah,
he
it's
doesn't
not
make a
like
big
the
deal.
Morgan won't kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh,
mean, that's the thing is, he doesn't make a big deal of it. He does things subtly.
Yeah, like the Morgan wouldn't notice.
Yeah, I know she noticed.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
why when he flips it, right, he bows to the anyway. It's like, yes, I'm paying homage, but I'm still being a Lokiite.
Yeah. By the way, Stretch said earlier you were a little quiet there, Chris.
Oh,
yeah.
Better now?
Sound fine to me. I'm not sure
Yeah.
about chat, so. I love our crew there. They're so funny. Okay.
Arian should also pay attention to the chat messages on the Zoom meeting.
Yep.
Now that's actually Bosun Oleander's job. And I'm sure he's like yelling at them thoroughly by now and got them like, cleaning the devil or something.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
carry on.
So you guys carry on from there back.
Sometime during the night, by the way, when it is not a lot of activity on duty,
Mhm.
right? Celine will wake her ass up and she'll go and make a blood offering at the shrine of the Morrigan. She knows better than to fuck around,
Mhm.
as in like cut herself and make an offering of blood. She knows what the Morrigan's after.
Okay, you take a hit point of damage.
You bet. Worth it.
I mean, the thing is, yes, Madrumlin is a locate, but he'd do the same thing. It's like, yes, I'm going to make a mess, but I know it's coming. And yes, I'll take my hit point as well.
Okay.
Arian looks particularly pale and grim the next morning.
Yeah.
Huh.
Everybody sleeps not the greatest.
Yeah.
At some point in the next, like, couple of weeks that we're making the trip back, I will call a meeting of the officers in the wardroom.
Okay.
Okay. And she says, all right, so it's not my place to observe strategy of the overall fleet, but I know for a fact we don't have enough to handle whatever is at Adonia in this system. She says, I welcome thoughts as to ways we can help even the odds that we can bring to the Admiral when we get there.
Well, ma'am, I imagine they'll have Ford scouts out. If we slowed down enough to just stay ahead of them, we could use the bug suits and attempt some cutting out expeditions. Either scuttle the ships or take them and send them back under skeleton.
Good idea. She says, I approve. Anyone else?
Well, there's always guerrilla tactics, sneak in and out.
Nods.
I don't know, with all due
If
respect,
we
says
can
Rovo.
catch.
Looks to
Isn't,
them both, nods to Ravel when both fall silent there.
isn't that what the bug suits are designed for? Like, isn't this what our job is?
Yeah, she says, I think so. That's why I'm asking.
I think small raids here and there just to harass them would go a long way as well.
Looks to Von Vin, you were going to say?
Just that if we can catch, one or two like we just did, that's a perfect situation for our bug suit deployment.
Nods. And yeah, and she nodded to Yasna too. I don't know if you caught it there, Dawn, because, camera, right? But she did. She nodded. She says, our orders did not say make all due haste. They said return to, rendezvous with. They did not give us instructions as to whether we should take our time or not. I think that means we have some leeway to do some damage on the way. I'd like to, she says.
Avalana.
Ma'am, I believe that if we take the opportunity to strike their Ford scouts, it'll probably be the best way we can slow them. They'll have to go look for them. They'll have to then re-scout, and nobody likes to push a fleet through space that they don't know exactly what's ahead of them. So
Absolutely, and any time we can buy is good, she says. So let's buy as much as we can. All right, how do we presume finding their forward scouts?
our intelligence says that they're going to attack both Draconia and Talasia, correct, ma'am?
That's correct.
If they're
Well, actually, no, hold on. They did not say they were going to attack Draconia, did they?
No, they said they were heading towards Talasia.
So that means that the direct line from Adonia to the Talasian wormhole will be the path they take. Nobody fucks around and takes curly cues with a fleet, man. They're going to go in a straight line,
Right.
sweep everything ahead of them.
Okay, I'm gonna wait a second because I've got like overwhelming like wind sound in the mic, so I'm gonna.
Is that better?
Yep.
Yes, thank you. That's fine. It's stuff happens. I just couldn't hear. Um, yeah, she says. Yeah, I think you're right. She says. Furthermore, their manifest says that they resupplied at permafrost. I think they have to take permafrost. I think permafrost may already be in their hands because that's how you resupply air, if nothing else, before you get out of this system.
Oh man, they don't have to control permafrost to skim the atmosphere. Um, and they are Fomorians. I don't think Adonia is going to scare them off. They'll probably spend the troops to resupply at Adonia just because it probably has more to offer for a large fleet. So I would make the guess that they are going to resupply at Adonia and then head directly for the jump point. Or you're correct, they may swing by Permafrost uh, to resupply air. So what's the current celestial formation look like? Where is Permafrost in relation to the Talasian jump point at this point?
Yep, ask our navigator, and I guess that's Alessander, isn't it?
Yep.
Or he looks at the charts. Well, he probably already knows. He probably doesn't have to look at the charts.
No.
What's the deal? Like,
Currently,
how close is permafrost in its orbit currently to the Talasian or the Draconian Talasian passage?
currently it's not quite at perigee, but it will be in
Oh,
about 4 months.
yeah, and it's got a hugely long orbit. She says they took permafrost. If they didn't, they would be fools. She says.
Well, then, doesn't that mean we can do some sabotage tactics around permafrost on our way back to
That
Valdemar?
may that may be a thing, except we're going in the wrong direction. She says, and we were ordered to rendezvous with the Draconian fleet.
Hmm.
So how does the spatial geometry work out for us going to Draconia as a facility for us getting in front of the fleet going from Adonia to the jump point? Is it way out of our way?
Oh yeah,
Well, then that probably means we are not in position to do that mission, man. Not
Yeah,
without violating the spirit of our orders.
yeah.
she nods. She says, "All right,
Well, man, you
I
could you
oh
could
go
try an
ahead.
old Marine trick.
What's that?
You could send an Anudir message, ma'am. Unless otherwise directed, the Void Chaser will proceed in harassment tactics prior to the return to the Draconian Fleet rendezvous,
As for
uh,
previous orders.
as per previous orders.
That's true. They didn't say make haste. Okay, she says. Let's see if we can get away with it. She says, okay, based on this information, what do you think the Admiral's plan is? I know they can't take on the fleet at Adonia. My guess is they're going to try to take permafrost back and hold the wormhole.
Yeah, that seems like it makes sense. They're probably going to go to permafrost and see if it's taken, and then if it's not, I would imagine they will probably follow the fleet through the thermal or through the wormhole and play hammer and anvil with the um, Talasian fleet, man.
Yeah. Okay, she says. Well, let's see what we can get away with, she says. Yeah, she'll send the message.
Okay, I gotta take a break, guys. I'm sorry. I'm having a real nauseous moment here.
Okay, we can put up a 10-minute break timer.
Yeah, I'll just set up a break timer and try and have a toke get the nausea
Yeah,
mist away.
it's a good time for me to go run for a bio as well, because of course we spent longer than usual setting up because we're having trouble, right? So,
Hmm.
all right, we'll see you all in about 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, we were just getting our things straightened out here.
You sure you want me to leave my camera off?
Yes, because it'll screw everything up again.
Ah,
Yeah, why don't you turn your camera on and I'll jump everything around again.
well, Esau likes faces.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
So every time anybody turns their camera on or off, apparently um, Zoom moves all the camera stuff around because it prioritizes people with cameras. So it just,
But,
so it makes it very difficult to line up stuff. We'll have a different program for next time. So
yeah,
we
Video
will make a,
Ninja.
we'll make a point of working on it this week.
But,
And because Sparkles didn't get through because it got timed out.
Mm. Yep. And I think you meant to say without the flute blowing us to smithereens. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Okay,
Just
I'm
I
gonna.
have to say that our crew is very lively with their suggestions for the officers and their battle plans.
Yeah.
Hmm. Sorry, Blake, go ahead.
just an FYI,
Mm-hmm.
there's gluten-free Oreos out now.
Yeah.
They're good. Like Oreo brand Oreos.
Yeah, we seen them.
Yeah, they're pretty good too. Thank
They
you,
are
though.
But
amazing.
thank you. Because I'm sure that Dawn really is happy that they're gluten-free Oreos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course she is.
See, they're smart. All you cookie brands who don't make gluten-free brands of your cookies, you're dumb. You're missing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because gluten-free people are so happy to find gluten-free cookies, we'll buy your brand above everybody else's.
Right?
Totally.
I don't even have to eat gluten-free and I enjoy it.
There you go.
Well, that's the same thing. Neither do I. And it's like, ooh, gluten-free cookies? I'll take those. Because it means now I can share with my friends without having to worry.
Yeah,
Right?
makes sense to me, and I appreciate it. Okay, so speaking of which, Celine is munching on victuals, which probably look a lot like what I'm eating, which is to say crackers, smoked meat, cheese, and a pickle. Right, and she's, kind of looking at the star charts and thinking.
Okay.
But this is after I've sent my message.
Right, what did your message say?
I believe the plan was pursuant to further orders on route to rendezvous with Draconian Fleet. Pursuant to further orders, will engage in harassment tactics along the way against the enemy.
Okay.
Because I believe that was basically none of you orders, right? We'll do it our way and see if we can get away with that.
Wait. I'm.
Head down.
What are the procedures for sending messages while we're underway? Do I have to do like I did and, take advantage of my connection with our father?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I do that. Hi, Dad. I'm sorry. I'm going to, abuse my connection here, and I hope that's okay. If you wouldn't mind, please pass this along to the Admiralty or the commanding officers who need to know. I don't have any other way to do
He
this.
says, "You probably should make haste back. Evergleam is gone."
Evergleam.
Evergleam.
No, babe, that can't have happened yet because
You
remember,
said it was the opening salvos of the war.
yeah, but remember that Ruavel and Xerxes are supposed to be there.
Yeah, they don't have to be.
Yeah, they do, or I gotta rewrite my book.
No. Okay.
Sorry.
I gotta quit,
You could,
guys.
however,
I'm gonna
okay.
turn this over to Diane.
Okay.
I feel better soon.
It's not feeling good, babe?
I'm just really feeling really pissy for no reason, and I'm overheated, and I'm just irritable. Okay, so I'm gonna change your thing over.
Okay. Would you prefer to keep playing and me game master?
No, I'm gonna quit for the day. Okay, it is.
Ouch!
What was
Keep
that?
it. Oops, sorry. I thought I turned my mic off. Because I had a banshee step on my, well, breast.
Oh. Yeah, that's distinctly not fun.
Okay, guys.
Okay, feel better soon, Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
I just gotta get out of here.
Okay,
Yeah.
talk to you soon, mister.
Later, Aaron.
Good night, guys.
All right, so
Everything changes again.
yeah, hopefully he's going to rearrange the screen before he takes off.
I wanted to close this. Ah, fuck. Ah, shit. What the fuck is this? I have to be in the meeting, actually. I can't leave. I'm
Yeah.
hosting.
No, you're not. I am.
No,
But
I'm
he's
hosting
hosting the chat, I guess, for the
the
stream.
stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stream, yeah.
Well,
Okay.
do you want to just mute your mic and hang out, or do you prefer to play while I run the show?
No, I'll just mute my mic. I'm gonna take the headphones off and just sit here.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, if you wouldn't mind resetting things there.
Yeah.
Okay, he's in the process. All right, well, while he does that, okay, so just to make sure I understood clearly what Arian was suggesting, right? He was saying that what we should do is tell them, yeah, we're coming back. The long way.
Yeah, basically, unless otherwise directed.
Yeah.
In other words, unless you tell us to bring it right back, we're going to go off and fuck with the enemy and meet up with you when we can.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's pretty damn pushy, but then again,
it's an old special forces trick. The SEALs used it a lot in Vietnam. They'd say, unless otherwise directed, we're going to go out and fight the enemy and do what we do. Oh, and by the way, we'll be observing radio silence. So,
yeah.
Okay, you didn't say no. Bye.
Well, that's pretty, yeah. Of course, I don't know how we're going to observe radio silence with this, safe that magically gives us orders.
Well, we just won't report until they give us orders. That's the idea.
Yeah, so and we could always put a no magic zone around the safe.
Yeah, I don't think that's in our abilities quite yet, but
yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't think we have anybody who can cast anti-magic field yet.
And I don't believe that would be a good idea anyway.
No. Basically, I think you just tell your dad to pass on and unless otherwise directed message, and then if they have a problem with it, they can send us a note to the safe, or they can have your dad yell at you.
Yep, that's true. Of course, on the other hand, considering who these guys are, I'm not sure they're going to yell at them,
Or try and tell them to do things differently.
So it's just an old military trick,
Yep.
You don't want to.
Okay, so no immediate reply comes, so we fuck off into the ether.
Like I said, they're probably still marshaling at Adonia at this point, so we should have time to circle around and get between them. The only thing is we have to decide whether we think they're going for permafrost, which Aaron said is close to perigee, which is closest approach, right?
Yeah, perigee is closest. Apogee is farthest.
And of course, we can spread out with the bug suits, at least in the early parts of the journey, and watch both. And hopefully, we'll get an idea of which way they're going.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really
diverge.
Just float randomly around a wormhole anyway, right? There's nothing out there. Sooner or later, you're going to have to resupply.
Right.
My
assumption is that Fomorians are probably more accustomed to, shall we say, hardship than we are. And so they're probably willing to take on, foul air and horrible supplies and make a run straight for the wormhole for the tactical value of it. Just stock up as much as they can at Adonia and just go for it. But like I said, their course out from Adonia will diverge towards one or the other. And if we can find them, we'll know which path they're on.
Yeah. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, this is not where I was expecting to jump in, so I'm flying by the seat of my pants, just be aware. But basically,
we should find a point between the wormhole and permafrost and Adonia in the magic triangle there, and wait and see which way they go first.
Yeah, basically. I mean, the point will be much nearer, closer to Adonia, so our best chance to catch them is when they're leaving Adonia to figure out which way they're going. And Aaron had said it was going to take them weeks, so we should have time to get out there and figure it out.
You know, yeah, Celine says, when I think about it, they must be drawing from a fair distance away. I mean, otherwise, why Macedonia? If they were going to be able to do it quickly, it would make more sense to go to permafrost, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, do we know of any Fomorian worlds nearby? I mean, the system they gave us, we don't even know. So I imagine it's probably forced upon them by the wormhole network wherever they came from.
So the question is where are they coming in?
That is the question. And is it a bunch of different places, or is it one thing specifically? We don't know.
Well, maybe if we knew the vector that they hit permafrost from, we could make a better guess.
Yeah, there's no way to know that unless we get there and happen to get a hold of someone who will fight our way through whatever's there, get a hold of someone who actually saw them come in and hope they remember at this stage.
Well, we got a bearing on the incoming fleet that came to the Brown Dwarf.
That's a good point. Okay. That's true.
We could maybe backtrack their course and see if it goes anywhere we know anything about. Fleets generally move in straight lines when they can, because like I said, nobody wants to fuck around with
coordinating that many spin dizzies in conjunction along the Erts unless they have to.
Exactly.
And ma'am, if you remember the issue we had just doing a escort with the from one to Peridot, and it was just an internal.
Internal?
We didn't go through a wormhole to get to Peridot, remember? Originally?
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Madrimlian. I'm sorry.
Our first mission, our first space mission after enlisting.
Right.
It was a escort for whatchamacallit? Settlers.
Yes, that's right. We were going from Evergleam to Peridot, Talasia to Peridot.
Yeah,
but that was a different system. I don't really understand what you're getting at.
It's the fact that the coordination. We had ships running into each other as we're heading out. That's what we're getting at.
Yeah.
Is the
yes, yeah, okay, yeah, the collisions that occurred, yeah, I remember. Okay, she says, yeah, exactly. You're right. It's difficult to maneuver a fleet. You don't want to do a lot of fancy stuff.
Exactly.
It's a good point.
Jetsons leave trails, and everybody dumps garbage, says Vonvin. And we have a star shark.
Not everybody dumps garbage. We usually try to recycle ours. That's why we have the grove.
Well,
I sincerely doubt that Fomorians do, though.
Also a good point.
True.
She says, yes, I think that is going to be how we're going to have to do it. But first we have to kind of glean the general direction that they're going and what air currents they might be using, because we can't just sniff them out through the whole system, right?
True.
Especially this one. This is a big system.
It's too bad we don't have an air map. We could make some guesses.
Well, says Alessander, that's kind of my job, really.
Let's go. I wonder. Draconia Space Air Map or Air Map.
Yeah, the problem with an air map, guys, is that it would change too quickly.
Yeah.
Aerts are they're currents of time, space, gravity, and magic. So they shift depending upon the current gravitational influences of bodies on other bodies. There are internal currents within a system as the planets and its sun interact. And then there are currents that affect the wormholes that relate to how other, like the stellar objects, suns, black holes, whatever, how they interact. Right? So it varies, right? You'd have to have like you could probably do it if you had a magical illusion or something that is like semi-liquid. That would work, like viscous
Celestial,
fluids or something.
a celestial astrolabe kind of deal.
Exactly, right? But you can't do it with just paper, right? But that's part of the job of the ship's navigator, looking at this is why astrophysics is important in a navigator's skills, because they can look at, okay, so this planet is traveling here, it's at this bearing right now in its orbit. It's going to interact with this rock and this sun in this way. So the current is likely to be like this, right?
Oh God, we got rapids. Right.
Well, yeah, probably it is fairly tight in around the wormhole and permafrost at the moment. But do remember the permafrost is not right near the edge of the outer cloud of the system, right? Permafrost, if you'll remember, those of you who know Draconia, is further in. It actually takes a fair bit of time to get from the outer cloud to permafrost. It's just the first thing that you reach, right?
Yep.
So that is why it's used as a resupply point, right? Now, if you can refresh your own air and if you carry extra food, you can make it to Adonia. So it makes sense if they got a large fleet that they're expecting to take a while to amass, that they would go to Adonia instead. It's bigger, it's got more air, they can probably do some hunting there. Permafrost is just a frozen bit of ice in the middle of nowhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, which
So,
is my point in saying that, from what I understand, Adonia is a kind of dangerous place, and there's a reason people don't go there. But
yes, it
the
is.
the Fomorians probably don't count that as much,
Probably not.
and so they'd probably be quite willing to go down and hunt and supply there, and use the tactical advantage of the time to go straight for the wormhole. That would be my guess.
Seems reasonable to me,
Mm.
says Von Ben.
But the scouts did say they resupplied on permafrost, so.
Well, maybe they conveniently hit it on the way in, but it might be far more inconvenient to try to get it on the way out.
Thunder, could you calculate from where permafrost was when they hit it according to the log to the most likely Erts that would have been easy for them to get to permafrost and where they came from?
You said that they came from a system I've never heard of, he says. So that I can't tell you, he says. I can tell
But the
you,
wormhole that they came in.
he says there might be a wormhole we don't know about.
That is true. And the
That's
thing is,
possible.
it might be a one-way wormhole too. There are enough of them.
Okay, hold on just a sec, guys. I'm going to run a couple of things by Aaron here to see what he had in mind, just to make sure that I know what he had planned. And if he doesn't say anything, then I'm going to make up shit, because that's what game masters do. And I'll be right back.
Yep. So because I still have that link to Crowley and Mariama,
Oh,
and you're still in the brig at the moment, I want to use it. Yeah, they said Issa, didn't they?
What are you
Orish.
saying?
Or Orish, yeah. Oh, someone had mentioned Issa.
Yeah, I thought they mentioned the system name being Orish or something like that.
There were a couple systems named. If I remember correctly, we had Orish and Issa. Okay, Dragon. We are fighting the Fomorian Empire. That's who we've gone to.
Currently known by the name of the
Solstice Pact, yes.
Okay, I am back. All right. Okay. Yeah, Celine nods. She says, I can't fault your logic. So we'll make that assumption. Let's see if we can figure out what route they might take from Adonia to permafrost or to the wormhole. That's what we're trying to do, right?
Yep.
Oh, Aaron's still gone. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, that's what we should be doing, and we should probably also look at the path to permafrost and see how far they diverge.
Right.
And if they're close together, like Vondon suggested, we could sit between them and use the bug suits to watch both, and then react accordingly.
Gotcha. Yeah, the crew's all like getting into trouble, I see. Yeah. Okay. I hate when that does that. Okay. Yeah, so looking at the charts, you guys realize that there's a fairly direct path from Adonia to permafrost. It's not at perigee, but it's on this side of its orbit as opposed to the other side of the sun from permafrost. So the two do kind of triangle up nicely. Okay. Yep, I think that Arian's logic is sound. She says we're going to go with that. All right, set course for the wormhole, she says.
Avalana.
So let's see, how will we do this? Arian is also a ranger, is he not? No, he's a fighter. He's not a ranger.
He's a fighter sorcerer.
Fighter sorcerer, okay. I'm trying to get somebody who isn't an NPC to make some rolls, because it's always more fun when the player character's making the rolls.
Whoever has navigation, I guess.
This is true.
I do.
Okay. All right, so those who have navigation, make a navigation check. Or find out whichever one of you has the highest level of navigation and assist another.
Okay, my navigation is +9.
Pretty good.
+11 for Vondon.
That's better, obviously.
Yep. Oh, did Crowley and Yasma get their characters updated yet?
No, we have not.
Yeah, do me a favor, guys, and make sure that everybody has their stuff updated by next game. If you need to come over, that's totally cool, right? Because I need the systems to add up. I can't wing them as well as Aaron can.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just upgraded or updated to Lilas on World Anvil too.
Yeah, I'm in the process of updating Celine as we speak, actually. So I'm, giving myself the same admonishment. But yeah, okay. All right. Celine has slightly higher than Von Vin, but we're gonna let Von Vin make the roll, and Celine will assist her just because, like I said, it's more fun if PCs that are playing make the rolls. So let's do it.
And Madrimlin will assist as well.
Plus, that's typically how training works in the Navy, right?
So I got
That's
a total.
true.
I got a total of 22 on my assist.
Okay. How does that work? I think that's a +4, isn't it?
+2.
Yeah.
+2. Okay, +2 per successful roll. All right, Celine also rolled. She rolled like a 23 or something, so another +2.
That is a 19 on the die. Plus 11
30.
Is +2.
32.
+2 is 34.
Yeah, you successfully ascertained that while there are several sort of eddies and currents of the Erts at the moment because of the close interaction of the gravitational forces, that actually makes it easier to track a possible route because they're not going to want to go along things that are confusing or bumpy or small. They're going to want to use the biggest, clearest river track they possibly can, right? And there's only one that seems like it's sufficient for a fleet of the size that you guys think it is.
Okay. I think it's this one, guys, because it's the only thing big enough and clear enough to move a fleet that size around with in any degree of efficiency. And
Alessander
thank you for
nods.
the assistance.
I concur, he says.
Right.
All right, let's make our way along that Ert then.
All right,
Oh,
let's get some.
I'll arrange the bug suit squads to cycle out in teams of 4 so that we can drop them back behind us and basically do the reverse of what we're hoping they're doing with their smaller ships and fighters and scout behind us and find their scouts as they're scouting ahead.
Okay. All right, so how do you divide up the teams?
I think we should have at least one of the officers with each. And so, let's see. Yasma's currently acting as meaty, so she needs to be on the ship with you. Madrimlian is XO, technically, so I guess that leaves. And are we using Von Vin as pilot and navigator right now?
Probably.
And probably Crowley as well, because he's one of our better pilots.
Yep.
Crowley is currently still in the brig with Mariama. I'm about to go down and pull them out.
We'll have broken them out by now. But you can play that if you like. They're actually Brianna. That would be fine.
Yep.
I'm sure this happened before, but yeah.
Yeah, so he'll go down. Madrimlin will go down to the brig.
Okay.
Have Crowley and Mariama pulled out. You two, since you've been stowaway on the ship and war has been declared. You're being press ganged. Let's go.
Actually, no, don't tell him war has been declared.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah. We won't say the war is declared, but it is. You two. You're being press ganged. Let's go.
Yep, take him out.
Look over at Mariama, shrug my shoulders, follow the orders.
I only caught a bit of that. I was very far away in tinny.
I said, I shrug my shoulders, look at Mariama, and follow the orders.
Okay. I'm sure Mariana comes with you.
Yep.
Okay, so getting back to what I was saying, Crowley's one of our better pilots, Mariama's one of our better pilots, and Von Vin are one of our better pilots. That leaves me, Xerxes, Ruvel, Lurik,
Yasma could head out, by the way, if you wanted me to actually observe seniority and have Alessander act as the matey.
it's up to you,
Okay.
ma'am. It's your ship.
I'm asking the players which would be more convenient. What would you like, Dawn? Would you prefer to have more freedom of movement, or would you prefer to have a higher command position?
Ooh. Which position gets them more action?
Okay, so you'd prefer that we observe seniority now, since war has broken out. Alessander will act as matey, and you will be assigned to away missions.
Okay.
So that gives us 5. So we'll basically just rotate out, with the other squad, teams of 3, and have 3 watches basically, with one person cycling through from the 10 people in the other squad to give them a little bit more of a break.
Gotcha.
And we'll just basically do three watches and cycle through the extra person and the officers leading the scout missions. And that should keep us fresh enough to do scouting, and if we find something, to still participate in any battles that need to be handled.
Gotcha. Basically, I want to know, I just kind of want to loose initial teams here.
Okay, so Arian will go first because it's his idea. He'll take 3 of the other guys. Then Yasma will go second. Then the third watch would be Ruvel. The fourth watch would be Xerxes, and the fifth watch would be Lurik.
Okay.
Oh wait, we missed one.
Who?
Arden.
Oh, Arden. Okay. So Arden would be 6th. And so
Okay.
it gives us that one. We'll just rotate through that, and it's 8 hours per shift, basically. So they have 8
Okay.
hours on, 8 hours of free time, and 8 hours of sleep, basically.
Well, Xerxes is an NPC, right? And neither Ruvel nor Lurik's players are here. So that leaves us what? 4? 3?
Yeah, 3.
3. Arian, Yasma, and
Arden.
Arden. So it'd have to be on one of their watches when they find something.
Okay, roll some d20s, guys.
What are we rolling for?
Just roll it. Sort of luck roll. Barbarossa
Sparkles.
redeems a reroll. Okay.
On
How would
who?
you like? On whom? Yes. To whoever needs it.
16.
Okay. 16. Okay.
I rolled a 3.
Okay.
Oh,
Arden?
14. Helps if my
Okay.
microphone was down and trying to talk to you.
So I guess that would be my reroll.
I guess so.
And I roll a 3 again.
and B.
Awesome. That's hilarious.
Well, apparently,
Apparently, I have
the
the worst luck.
I was going to say the luck of your Star Wars character just came over to your other character.
Barbarossa, you still have a reroll queued up, and so does Esong. Do either one of you choose to use it for someone else, or?
Oh, I thought you were going to return those last game.
I believe that because we'd already, like, those are already there, I'm kind of stuck with them till they go away, but from now on, you can't grandfather stuff in.
Okay.
You had one job. All right. So, Arian, actually, it is you, of course, who first sights something out there.
Oh, poor Daz. She's with Arian.
What do we see?
Well, at this distance, it's hard to tell initially. But you see flickering of the stars in a particular area.
Okay. We will close cautiously until we can identify what we're looking at.
Okay. So you are looking at a couple of ships that resemble the strange ships that you ran into previously.
Okay.
Let's see here. I'd say in this case, looks like a corvette and a torpedo boat.
Okay, since Madrimlian never said he dropped the link with Arian, I will report back that we have what appear to be a Fomorian corvette and torpedo boat running point for something, probably the fleet. And this is probably our first chance to cut out and disrupt their operations.
Yep. So pass that along to the captain.
Excellent, she says. Scramble bugmen.
Scrambling bugman.
Yep.
This time, because a lot of the experienced officers are out there, and because I'm storytelling and it's easier, Celine will stay in command of her own fucking ship.
So who's she putting in command of the marine action?
Well, let's see.
That would be Arian because that's his job.
Yeah, I do think it is, actually. Yeah, it might be Yasma, though. Does she have command authority there? Was she in seniority? I don't remember who got promoted first.
Yasma was promoted over before Arian.
But you had placed me in acting command of the marine unit.
Yes, I did. Okay, yeah, you're right. So Arian is in command, and obviously Yasma is his second.
All right. Do you want to actually get into this fight tonight, Celine, or not Celine?
I know what you meant.
Oh, she's chuckling evilly, so I think that's a yes.
Well, I don't know. I kind of was like thinking it might be fun to give you guys something to do. We got an hour left here.
Sure. I know you just said at the beginning you weren't prepared for a fight, so I just wanted to make sure.
Well, I'm not about to have a ship-to-ship combat, but we've run, stuff with people attacking crews before with their bug suits. I think we can handle that.
Okay. I'll tell Madrimlian to bring two breaching. Well, the torpedo boat probably doesn't need one. To bring one breaching charge in case we need it. Corvette's still relatively small. We may be able to just board and take it, but
the question is, the last one we found was a gunboat and a corvette before too, wasn't it?
The gunboat was a frigate.
Frigate.
But bring one in case we need it, basically, is what I tell them. And I tell them the course we're on, and we'll stay ahead of the ships and keep them under observation until the rest of the bug suits join us. When they get back, I'll send back the 3 NPC Marines who are with me and have the second squad standing by for a mass assault in case we need the backup, but I don't foresee that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so Madrimlin will grab a breaching charge or two. He always likes having two on him, in case one's a dud.
Well, I imagine them being black powders. They're not particularly small. I imagine a cone about waist high. So if you want to lug two, that's fine. But
yeah, he's right. They're pretty big. It's black powder. Looks like our chat crew wants something to do. So who's with whom?
Well, I already said Daz was with Arian on the initial because we don't trust her by anywhere else. And I don't think Esong has a bug suit yet.
Yep, that's true. So if Esong wants directions, all hands to general quarters. You're beaten to quarters. Somebody does a drum thing. Get into your stations.
There you go.
Yeah, I need like the sound effects here, damn it.
And Dazzle, when I send you back, I will tell you that, you have a very important job to do. If we get in trouble, it's your job to drag our ass out of the fire.
There we go.
Well, Dragon Magpie, if you want to actually get onto the crew, you have to buy your way on.
And Yasma, what are you doing with your crew? You're the secondary crew who's been one of the secondary crews who's been scrambled to get out there.
Okay. So he's setting up charges to breach.
Yeah, he's grabbing a breach charge. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then we should be ready to go into that breach.
Okay, perfect. So I'll assume you guys kind of generally rendezvous.
Yeah, that's what I wanted, was them to rendezvous with us, and then we can drop in and see. We'd probably
from there.
We'd still be scouting, of course, and trying to get some sense while we're waiting for the rest of them of how are these ships overcrewed, standard crewed. It should be pretty easy to tell. If they're overcrewed, the decks will be crowded.
No, these guys are standard crewed.
Okay, so the torpedo boat doesn't have very many people on it.
Correct.
And the Corvette, I know roughly how many people are on a Corvette crew, right?
Yes. And the crews on a Corvette, let's see here. A Corvette typically has 1 to 3 officers, 2 to 12 enlisted, and then if it carries Marines, 2 to 20.
Okay, so somewhere between 20 and 40 people on board, and they're probably carrying Marines.
Almost certainly.
Arian's not feeling like being very subtle about this. And it's only a Corvette. I'd rather not waste a breaching charge, which are in short supply anyway, I'm sure.
This is true.
So we will have we're down to 1 healer now, though, right? Because Celine stayed back.
Yes.
Yes.
Because
right.
we got Celine back.
She
We've
is
got
very
Vonvin
effective.
Back.
Obviously, Vonvin is going to have to go because Celine is staying and they need to have a healer.
Yep, that makes sense. I think maybe that I'm not sure, but I think I might get potions at this level. If I do, I'll send some along. I'm just going to double check here.
I'm gonna assume that I have everyone but Celine, because that was our general battle plan.
Yep.
Prior to, so I'm going to have. Let's see who's primary fighters. Well, Yasma.
Xerxes, Yasma, Ruavel, Arden technically.
All right. Can I assume we have Ruavel and Xerxes along?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna send Yasma and I'm gonna task Yasma and Xerxes and Crowley to take the torpedo boat, and the rest of us are just gonna friggin' thump down on the deck of the Corvette and start clearing the ship.
Makes sense to me. Just let me call up Ruvel's sheet here. That way I have his statistics available. Presuming he actually, well, I have a general idea anyway, because of course his sheet isn't updated at all.
He's a samurai, right? So full BAB.
Oh yeah, he's a samurai. And Madrimlian actually has his cure light wounds prepared for his investigator.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
speech. He also has speech reader sight prepared so he can actually quaff that and maybe read lips.
Okay, so however Yasmin wants to handle the assault on the torpedo boat, there's not a lot of subtlety in taking a torpedo boat. But when we come up, we're gonna do a under and come up both sides and land on both rails on the main deck and just start clearing the area.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Come up from underneath.
Now, there's not a lot of subtlety to taking out a torpedo boat. They're not very big.
Okay.
Try not to kill the helmsman like I did last time.
By the way, did you guys notice the unreliable narrator stuff in report there? The fact that it made it sound like that was intentional to destroy the ships.
Of course it was. We were told to wreak what havoc we could, so we did.
Well, there was a 50-50 shot of it veering, well, 25, 25, 25, 25, since we're in space, of it veering some way. It just happened to go towards the other ship. It's not Arian's fault.
Right. Okay, yes, I do get potions at this level because the next hex I was going to take was Cauldron, and that's what enables me to do that. So she will also send along some healing potions. I think I can only still do, like, I don't know. Let me. I can do up to Cure Serious, so there'll probably be a handful of those, probably one Cure Serious potion for each group, I would imagine, and no more, because I wouldn't have had a lot of time to brew a whole bunch.
Right.
But you have them, so. Okay.
Remote healing by Celine.
That's right. All right. So first of all, I guess make okay, you're basically flying right at it and attacking it. You're not intending to sneak aboard or anything like that.
Well, like I said, we're going to swoop under and come up under the keel and then split and take both sides.
Okay, in that case, roll stealth rolls for the leaders of both groups. Others may assist by not being a pain in the ass to see if you are undetected.
Stealth, that's a plus 14. So I guess I'm assisting since Arian's in charge.
Oh, Arian is not exactly the most stealthy person. He would delegate that to as a smart ex-non-com. He would delegate that to the most skillful person to lead the
So I got a natural 20, which gives me a 31.
You mean a 41?
What?
Oh,
You have plus 11, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Stealth is 11. Plus 20
okay,
is
so
31.
Okay, 31.
Yeah.
Dragon Magpie has redeemed a reroll. E-Song said reroll if rolled over 15. Does it say over 15 on your die?
Yeah, she rolled a natural 20.
Yes. Okay. So re-roll.
Okay.
Song has spent the re-roll. That is her prerogative.
And I assume Madrimlian is the most skilled person in our particular group.
Unless Crowley's with us.
No, I
Dragon
said Crowley with
Magpie.
Yasma.
How do you intend to spend that re-roll? Whom should re-roll? This is a contested roll, by the way. The enemy ships also get a re-roll or also get a roll. I will tell you, one rolled terribly, the other one rolled amazingly.
So I've got an 18 now
Okay,
total.
18 total. Fair enough.
And Crowley rolled a 12, so he's got a total of 30.
Okay, and I'm sorry, what did Madrimlian roll?
I haven't rolled yet, so I rolled a 17
Okay,
on the amazing enemy, I suppose.
I have a 14 to assist whomever
Of course,
team I am with.
You're
and
in
that was
with
17 on the
us.
die, so a total of 31.
and Von Vin was with whom?
the main group.
The main group. So with Arian, so that counts towards that re-roll. So does that count that there, Madrimlian? Is that 31 or 33 with Von Vin's assistance?
33 with Von Vin.
Okay, Dragon Magpie chose to use their re-roll on the amazing enemy. You guys are undetected as you head underneath the ships.
Awesome.
All right, so we should get a surprise round when we thump down on the deck, I would assume.
That's exactly what you get, you bet.
So which
Oh,
fight do
good.
you want to do first?
I don't know, Arian, who is getting attacked first? Or are you going simultaneously?
We're going simultaneously.
All right, in that case, it's roll initiative time.
Oh, so we'll just do it all at once. Cool.
Yep. One moment, guys. Just a second here. I'm being called. All right, sorry about that. Sorry, where were we? We were rolling initiative. Yeah, that's where we were. Do you guys want to do individual initiatives or do you want to do an initiative for each group?
I mean, if you're up to just running both fights at once, then there's no reason we can't just do initiatives.
I am totally up to running both fights at once.
Okay, we'll do initials then, or do individuals so that we can just roll through the fight.
All right, in that case, do you mind keeping track, Brianna, or shall I open a document and do that?
I can do it.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
I is ready.
All right, let's start from the left side of my screen, Crowley.
23.
Okay, go ahead, Dawn.
14.
All right, Arden.
He did say he was getting sleepy in the chat.
I'm here. Give me a second. 3 initiative 12. 15.
Okay. Do Samurai get a bonus to initiative?
Not unless he took improved initiative as a feat.
Okay.
I think they do for if they have the dual thing, but I don't remember if they do or not in, but that's only for a one-on-one combat. So
Right. So inapplicable here. I'm just trying to find where his initiative is here. Because he'll have to roll 2. Where the fuck do I find that? Damn it.
20 plus dex if
Yeah.
plus dex modifier if he doesn't have improved initiative. If he does,
Yeah.
then it's an additional 4.
Right. Okay, so Ruavel rolled all of 10. Xerxes was here too, right? I should roll for him as well. I'm going to assume something similar. And he rolled 11. Okay, Madrimlian, your turn.
All right, I have a 21.
Okay, Von Vin
14.
and Arian.
18.
Okay, just a second here. I'm going to do kind of a general roll for the bad guy commanders. Okay, I'm going to write stuff down just a second. Because, I'll be like, oh, just remember. No, I won't. So I'll write it down. Yeah, I know better. I can find a pen that works, mind you.
It's probably just easier if you told the Dremlin because he can put them in the stack.
Probably, but it'd be more fun if you don't know.
Exactly.
So let's see. Versus.
That just means my Dremlin or Brianna, you'll need to read out the number as well when you're calling out initiative order.
Yeah, you will.
Yep.
Okay, and then general crew.
At least for the first one, and then she, Brianna can add it to the stack because then we'll already know.
Yep.
Right. Oh, yeah, Dragon. Unfortunately, it does that when you're on mobile.
Denied your reroll?
The secondary one because she's on mobile.
Refresh, and then it should be able to do that. I'll give you a moment. I've got to write stuff down anyway. So, now here's a question. Aaron hasn't done this. Are we letting our secondary bugmen chime in at all? No?
They're on standby to be called in if we start to get overwhelmed, basically.
Gotcha. Okay, Dragon Magpie rolled the reroll, and who are you re-rolling for? Like, who has to re-roll?
I will have to say a 15 is low for me because I have plus 12. I rolled a 3.
Oh my gosh.
Bad guys initiative because you heard me chuckle? Okay. Duly noted. All right.
Oh, Dragon, you don't know Sable very well. Sometimes she'll chuckle just for no reason.
I am a bit more devious than Aaron in this department, I do have to say. But duly noted. All right. Daz is planning the rescue mission. Awesome. All right. So you guys do get a surprise round. Who has the lead initiative?
That would be Crowley at 23.
Crowley, what are you doing?
I'm going to go after the helmsman.
Doing exactly what Aaron said not to do, eh? Awesome.
I'm not going to kill him.
He said not to kill.
He just said not to kill him.
It's true.
You make your way to the helmsman. So how are you accomplishing that? Remember that the helm room is inside the bowels of the ship, right? So are you intending to sneak past people who might be on the decks, or are you intending to bust something to get in?
I'm going to try and sneak past.
Okay, so your first round is spent sneaking. Roll your stealth roll.
Okay. $23.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, all right. No one seems to notice you as you start to sneak into the bowels of the ship. Next.
That would be Madrimlian at 21.
What are you doing?
As soon as I land on the thing, I am sending out a mental disruption across the deck, and I am actually going to augment it to increase the range.
Okay, and how exactly does that work? I don't have the rules in front of me. Mental disruption. Aaron is asking me what's that over my shoulder.
You generate a mental wave of confusion that instantly sweeps out from your location. All creatures you designate in the affected area, you can choose certain creatures to be unaffected, must make a will save or become dazed for 1 round.
Okay, and what is the distance on that?
I am making a distance of 20 feet, so it's a 20-foot out.
All right.
So.
And you're on the Corvette, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a mental web, so it goes forward, up, down, right, left.
Yeah, I get it. It's a spear.
Yep.
It's not a circle. Okay.
Yep.
And you are where? You're underneath the ship still, or are you on the deck?
I'm on the deck.
All right, so you land on the deck. Bam! People go, what the fuck?
And it is a difficulty 17 will save.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay then, so what appears to happen is that most of the crew is like, huh? What does dazed do, by the way? Remind me.
It means that they can't make an action for another round.
Okay, they're like, huh, what? The captain is like, huh, what? The matey's like, get him!
Oh, no, I'm going to make him re-roll.
Are you now?
I was waiting for that.
No, sorry, you can't do that. You cannot make re-rolls to benefit yourself.
Yep, that's true.
Ah, drat. Okay. I'll reject that. Well, the thing is, it wasn't benefiting myself. I'm doing it against the enemy.
Nice try. Nope. Okay, Aaron is spending a re-roll for the captain, he says.
Ah, he's trying to make our lives more difficult.
Of course he is.
Of course.
All right, and Magpie says that they've got you, so you're making a re-roll for the matey? Is that what you're doing, Dragon? Because they were successful?
He just has to do a quick refresh again.
Yeah, okay. Well, did you spend the points, dear? To make the re-roll, you got to spend the points.
Yep, there it goes.
Okay.
There it is.
Points spent. And points spent. All right, so. Yeah, the captain re-rolls and is going, get him! And the matey re-rolls and is going, huh?
Oh, Esong's redreaming a reroll.
Uh-oh, okay, Esong. Who is re-rolling?
For the second and for the matey.
For the matey?
Yep.
Yep, okay. Wait, a second in command that failed. All right. Yeah, both the captain and the matey are going, get him now. Oh, that's great. I love it.
Do I hear that shout even though I won't understand it, but I hear it and I can tell from the tone it's a tone of command. And is it coming from the stern castle?
Oh, hang on. There's another reroll from Dragon.
Oh, we can't do this all night, guys.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, I can't allow that. You've already made a re-roll in this particular action. We could be here all night. I can't allow that. You could have the crew re-roll.
Or we'll just save it for another one later, Dragon.
Or we could save it up for the end of the session and we can refund it at the end of the session if it isn't used. You'll save it? Okay. Moving on then. Yes, it is coming from the Stern Castle.
Well,
Yes,
the
you
next
recognize that.
The next one on the list is Arian at 18.
All right. Am I still next? Okay.
You are still next. Except that this is where, yeah.
Because this is still our surprise round.
Yep, surprise round. Yep.
So I will swoop up over the rail and land right next to the captain and stuka him.
Okay. He is surprised, therefore he is flat-footed, if that matters.
It means he has no dex bonus to his AC.
Correct.
I don't have sneak attack or anything like that. So just an AC save.
Just makes it easier to hit them.
Okay, so that is a 32.
Yeah, that's gonna hit just about fucking anything. Go ahead and roll damage.
Let me confirm.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a threat. All right, so we have a player with a critical threat, just in case anybody does want to re-roll that and, you know, help out the bad guys. Not saying you should, just saying it's an option.
Hey,
Esong still has one loaded. Nah, says no. Dragon Magpie's on the player's side, obviously.
and Esong does not have one loaded anymore because she utilized it earlier.
Oh yes, she did too. Okay. You're correct. It's
Oh,
Barbarossa who still has one. Ah, no, Esong's using it. There we go.
Should I use
So-
frost?
Is that
But-
re-roll for Arian? Because you're on the bad guy side. Help the baddies. Okay, re-roll, Arian.
Okay. So, hold on. It's one less. So it's a 31 now.
31 now. Is it
Is
still
it
critical
still
threat?
threat?
Yeah, that's still a threat.
That's hilarious. Okay, can't one each player. Okay, each person in the chat can only do this once on any given action. So unless anybody else wants to make you re-roll, that's good. So might as well confirm critical because it sounds like we got one person for the baddies and one for the good.
Okay, so that's a 25 to confirm. Not
Okay,
25.
and that will confirm. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. So 2d8 plus 16. Oh, sorry, 2d8 plus 17. I forgot to add my strength. 18. It's 1d8 plus 9 now. So 2d8 plus 9, 18. 24. 29.
29. Okay, just a second here.
That's only his first attack.
That's all I get in a surprise
Yeah,
round.
because he moved an attack. You can't full attack when you move an attack.
Ah,
And sadly, if I had managed to go and cast haste on everyone, it still wouldn't have mattered. Because you only get the extra attack. I guess you'll get the extra AC and reflex save though. And movement.
Okay, how many did you roll? Sorry. What was your damage?
29.
29.
29. Okay. He is still up, but he looks like that was a hell of a wound.
All right, I believe the next one is a 15. Let me just double check this. Yep.
Is whom?
Arden. A 15.
Give me a second. I'm just checking.
Which boat is Arden on? Just so I remember.
Arden's with us on the main ship. The other ship is Crowley, Yasma, and Rovel.
Okay.
I sent 3 to deal with the torpedo boat and took the rest with us.
Okay, I am gonna go land and attack the one person. Arian attacked who? The
The
captain?
captain.
The captain.
Okay, I'm attacking the matey then, because he's the only other person who's not stunned.
Stands to reason. Okay.
I'm gonna use my swift action to spend one of my arcane points to give my weapon freezing. Let me check to make sure I got that right. Where is?
Either frost or freezing burst.
Yeah, it's frost. That's the one I'm thinking of. I don't have. I'm adding keen and frost to my weapon, and it's already corrosive.
Nice.
Just adding all those extra d6s of damages.
But first you have to hit.
Yeah.
He is flat-footed.
Okay. 18. That's a threat on a rapier with keen.
Okay, so the good guy, the PC, had a critical threat. Just letting the chat know.
And then that's what, 6 plus 6.
Yay, says Daz. Good, says Magpie. Waiting to see if his song goes, nope. Or if Aaron goes, nope, he might. Nah, he's on the PC side, he says. Okay. Yeah, he should be. He is the PC now. I thought so. Okay. Always help baddies, says his song. Reroll.
Okay. Oh, now it's a 9, so it's not a threat anymore.
Hang on. Because I can do this. Reroll.
Nice.
Nope. It's an 8 now. I lost 10 off of that. It's still
Dragon,
a 20.
You still have that reroll available. And there it is.
All right. Nope.
Even
It
worse.
just kept going down. Now it's a 5. So that's what it went. I lost. Was it what was it, an 8 before? So I lost 3 from that. It's still a 19 to hit.
It's still a 19 to hit. You still hit. Roll damage.
I just don't critical. Okay, so I got like 3d6s total. So that's a 6, 9, 8, 10, 16.
16 points. Okay. Good hit, not as good a hit as the one that Arian made. Still up.
All right, next on the list is Yasma and Vonvin at 14.
Yasma will go first. She has a higher dex.
Okay. Yasma was on the torpedo boat, as I recall.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to go after the captain of that ship. So I'm going to go up over the side and attack with my scimitar. Scimitar.
Okay.
So
Scimitar.
If you have a sneak attack, your opponent is flat-footed.
So I rolled an 8. What am I at? Am I adding my strength, my what to it?
Strength.
Strength and base attack.
Strength and base attack? Or is it dex?
No, unless she has weapon,
Right.
finesse, it's strength.
I have weapon finesse.
Right. Okay. That's why I always get confused. I always take weapon finesse. Okay.
So 17 total.
Okay. And what was your basic roll before adding
8.
stuff? 8. All right. Throwing that out there in case the PCs want, or the PC supporters want to give you a better shot. Yep, Daz would like you to re-roll. Re-roll.
Okay.
Not a lot of lag tonight.
This time, so 16, 17, 18, 19.
25.
25.
25. You hit. Roll damage. Unless, of course, Esong goes, nope.
Just spend all those points on this small combat. Yes.
You see the method to my madness. I mean, what?
I mean,
No.
I
You
can
know,
sit here.
it's spending the people who are against the PCs as well. So it's
So 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage.
All right. 9 points of damage. Fair enough. That is a good hit. Let's see here. Trying to figure out what level this guy is. There we go. Okay, 9 points. Gotcha. All right. Okay, still up. Next is Von Vin, I believe.
Yes.
Yep. All right. I just want to confirm something
Yes.
before I start casting spells. Because obviously I come up to the deck from the sides, as Arian said. Now, bug suits have their own air supply, correct?
I
Yes.
do.
That is always functioning.
It is a
Excellent.
sealed system. Yes.
One cloud of seasickness.
Yeah, they don't renew their air supply without you making efforts to do that, but they carry their own small spin dizzy, so they have their own etheric membrane, and they are a sealed system. The suit seals. Right.
Yep.
So yes, cloud of seasickness. How does that work?
25 feet plus 5 feet for 2 levels. Von Vin counts as a level 4 druid.
Right?
it's a spellcaster level. I don't know if that.
Well,
You know,
that's
it
her.
says per
That's
2
her,
levels.
that's her divine caster level.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
The effect is the cloud spreads out in a 20-foot radius, 20 feet high. It lasts for 1 round per level. Fortitude negates. Spell resistance, no. It functions like a stinking cloud, except for that the vapors make creatures sickened instead of nauseated.
Ooh, wow, that's pretty brutal. I like that. Okay. I'll make some fortitude saves here.
What's the DC for that?
And plus spell level plus primary caster ability. So
Yeah, so what is the total DC then based on Von Vin's totals there?
what level spell is it, Vonman?
It is I think that's one of my
Third
first.
level spell, I think.
No, it is not.
Oh.
It is a druid 2nd level spell.
So that's DC 12, and then what's your wisdom modifier?
Von Vin's wisdom modifier is +3.
So 15.
All right. Yeah, okay. And you were with the main group, right?
Arian. Yep.
Okay,
Poor
so
people.
a whole bunch of people except the captain and the matey start hacking and puking, basically.
The
Beautiful.
captain and the matey are like,
What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. They're like, for fuck's sakes, what the hell?
You are welcome. Deck locked down, boys. Go to town, says Von Vin.
Nice, very nice. That's
Between-
hilarious.
Between Bonvin and Madrumlin, that deck is just clear.
Pretty much. Especially if she landed on the other side of the deck.
Probably.
Oh, of course.
Okay. Yes, it's been an interesting day for them, says Esong. Yeah, an evil green cloud fills the deck. Absolutely. Next.
Next would be, let's see, 11 at Xerxes.
Okay. The hell Xerxes do? Stab something. Who's he with?
He's with Yasmin and them. He'd probably support her against the captain, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I imagine he would. So he'll take up a flanking position because that benefits you even if you don't have.
Plus
yeah.
2 to attack.
That's right. So he is an 8th level fighting class, so he will have an 8 base attack bonus. I don't know what his strength is offhand.
I think he was a +3 because he was a
Right.
little weaker than Arian.
Just one moment here. Aaron was asking. Okay, so he's a +2 actually. 14 strength is what he has. So, right, 8 and 2 is 12.
10.
He had a
Plus-
magical weapon, didn't he? A +1 minor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keen, +1 keen. Oh, nice. Okay. All right.
8, 10, 12, 13 with the +1.
Yeah. Okay. He hits, not a threat. What's he wielding, dear? Longsword. Okay, so that's a
D8.
D8. So this is the advantage of experience as a DM, because you go, okay, I know what that does, and you don't have to look it up. It saves time when you're winging shit. Okay, and no extras, right? Just a strength bonus. And +1. That's right. Okay, so okay, so he gives him a paper cut basically by comparison, but it'll help. So supporting against a captain with Yasma. All right. Okay.
And
Right.
finally, it's rule. Oh, hang on. Daz redeemed a reroll on the damage.
Okay. Daz redeemed the reroll on the damage. Okay, I will reroll the damage. And it's worse. I like that when
Of
that happens.
course.
It's fun.
Oh yeah, it was like with my critical threat, and it just went down, down, and
Down,
down.
down, down. Yeah.
I still hit, but
Like Dragon Magpie 10. That's great. Cool. All right, and finally was Ruvel
Rouvel at 10.
at 10. All right. Ruvel is with the main group. He is going to assist with the captain, I imagine. Does he have any fancy shit with his sword?
He's also Magus, isn't he? So he can
Yeah.
do the same
No,
thing I
he's
did.
a samurai.
He's
He
a
changed
samurai.
it.
Yeah,
Oh, he
it was
changed
changed. Yeah, the reason why is story stuff, right? Because otherwise, why wouldn't he have taught Shandar the sword song,
Mhm.
right? So he had to be like not a magic user. So okay. Ooh, that's a shitty roll. All right, awesome.
Oh, yeah, we do have a question. Where is Karak?
I generally don't bring Karak into battle just
Yep.
because I don't want to risk him.
He's a baby shark. He's not old enough, but yet.
Yeah.
Rouvel can reroll.
Ruvel can reroll. Okay, one moment.
Baby shark. God damn it!
Don't do that!
Okay, re-rolling. That bump something doesn't count. Okay, that's a little bit better. Yeah, okay, he hit, not a threat. Damage. What's the strength there? I think I have that in front of me. Just a sec. No, you got a strength at 16 actually. So yeah, so +3 plus. So that gives him another +2. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, all right. He gets +7 to whatever he rolled. Okay. All right.
Oh crap. Oh no, I calculated it in. Never mind. I added my weapon specialization.
Another good hit by Ruvel. And that was the end of the round, right?
That was the end of that round. So the only enemies who have a chance to...
Ruvel gets 2 attacks, apparently. If he didn't have to move, but he did, because this is a surprise round and he landed on the ship. So, okay, ding ding, second round.
The only ones who can react and actually fight back are the gunboat.
Yep.
The captain and the matey of the corvette.
Yep. So start at the beginning again with the number. 23,
Crowley.
Crowley, what are you doing?
Crowley. Going after the The pilot. The navigator, the pilot.
Okay,
Whoever.
make me another sneak check.
Okay. $17 on the die. Plus 18.
Wow, nice. Okay.
35?
Yeah, that's 35. Anybody calling for a reroll or no? It's not really going to matter, to be honest.
Yeah.
Crowley has such a high score, he's
Yeah.
unlikely to be noticed regardless. It is possible if he
Yeah.
rolls really crap.
Yeah, like if he rolls a 1.
I will
Otherwise,
let the
forget
chat
it.
know that. Yeah, Crowley, the sneaky emote. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Crowley successfully makes it to the helm room. Okay, next.
That would be Madrimlian at 21.
All right, Madrimlian, you're up.
Okay. I am going to blast the Métis.
All right. What are you blasting him with?
Remember the head explosion from the other one?
Okay.
I am hitting him with a, I believe it was Eagle Whip. Yes. Nope, not Eagle Whip. It was a Mind Thrust.
Yeah, mine thrust.
Okay. Does he get a resistance to this or anything?
He does, but I am augmenting.
Okay. What is his resistance? What should he be rolling?
I'm just... So his resistance is DC 20 now.
Okay.
Will, I assume.
Hmm?
Will save.
Yeah, it will.
Okay, I will say that the matey rolled like hell.
Okay.
I'm seeing no response from Esong, so carry on.
10, 27, and 8 is 35.
That's 35 points of damage.
Oh, sorry. I still have another 5 dice to roll. Oh, no, increases by 10, so I got one more die to roll. 35 plus,
Is
and
there
it's
in
45.
Diane? No, that is the dulcet tones of the Canadian stoner. All right, 40, 35, 45?
45 damage.
Oh, what are we re-rolling, Esong?
At this point, it has to be the damage. He's already rolled it.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
EM to use whenever.
All right. Sorry, what was the DC of this roll to make it successfully?
20.
20. Okay, it was worth trying, but no, so I have used the re-roll. And it was 45 points of damage.
45 points of damage, yep.
4 or 5.
4 or 5, yes.
Okay. All right. He reels, staggers, he's like on his knees. He is still alive.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. These aren't the pussies anymore, guys.
Nope.
These guys are some serious people. Okay, next on the list, and at what number?
Next on the list would be our lovely Arian at 18.
Okay, Arian at 18. The captain also gets to react at this time.
I'm a +4 dex.
You get initiative.
All right. So the Turbo Ginsu blending machine starts up. Oh, wow. Okay. So the first attack. Give me a second. Is a 31 possible threat.
Holy crap.
The second attack is a 28, not a threat. The third attack is only a 17, not a threat. And the last attack is a 26 and a threat.
Now, tell me how you get 4 attacks per round.
I am a 2-weapon fighter with improved 2-weapon fighting, and I have a base attack bonus high enough to allow me to make 2 attacks with each hand.
Touche. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you're right. We're 8th level now. It's not like we're, amateurs anymore. All right, so there were 2 possible threats there for those rolls, right?
Yep.
Okay, and what were they in order then? What the numbers? Do you remember?
Okay, so 31 for the
31.
first attack.
Yeah, okay.
The second attack is a 28, not a
Okay.
threat.
All right.
But the third attack is only a 17,
Okay.
not a threat. And the last attack is a 26 and a threat.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Any re-rolls to be used here before we get him to roll to see whether he confirms criticals? I think Esong has a slight bit of lag, so we will give it a moment.
Dragging my biceps nose.
Like I said, once Arian gets going, he is a friggin' blender.
Yep, the blender is starting up.
Esong says none here.
None here. All right, carry on. You succeed in 3 of the 4 attacks, 2 of which, of course, are your threats. Roll to confirm critical.
So the first
yes, Dragon used yours that was cashed up.
Yeah, I'm afraid so there.
The first confirm is a 25.
Yep, that confirms.
And the second confirm is only a 17.
The second is not confirmed.
Okay. So I get 2d8 plus 2d6. Three plus 11 is 14 plus 4 times 9 is 36 plus 14, 50 all told.
Holy crap. All right, dead in the first shot. Bam. And then you chop up the pieces for good measure.
It just happens so fast that he's like, oops.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what happened.
Oh, come
Dead
on.
as a doornail.
Arian, you need cleave.
I'm not a power attack guy yet.
Yet. I like the yet there. Yet.
I am a fighter. I have to spend those feats on something.
Yeah, Dragon Magpie's response there, guts with the person being disemboweled. That's pretty much what happened. There are bits of awful everywhere. Yep, it's messy. All right. Next on the list would have been the captain, but the captain is currently looking at the remains of his guts and realizing he has died. Moving on.
Arden at 15.
All right, the matey also gets to react at this point, as does the gunboat. What's your dex, Arden?
I was muted. Muted. +6.
+6. You definitely get to go first.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to cast a spell in melee. I'm going to use my spell combat to take a reduction to my attack. To take a reduction to my 2-hit to hit him to getting a bonus on concentration save because he gets an attack of opportunity because I'm casting a spell in melee.
Right. You are attacking the matey, as I recall, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The one who currently has a major headache.
Thank you, by the way, Esong, for letting me know that you are not available for rerolls at the moment. That's helpful. I won't wait.
I am going to be attempting to cast a shocking grasp. Is he wearing metal armor?
He is wearing a sort of in D&D we describe it as brigandine or studded leather, right? It's the stuff that's because studded leather isn't really a thing, right? It's leather, but it has metal plates on it.
It's just
small ones.
It's just if it counts as metal armor, it gets a +3 to hit. That's all. But I'm rolling my concentration save. Let me.
Yeah, I don't think so because it's not continuously linked and it's not, the metal is not touching his body. So we'll say no.
It's like Roman armor.
Up to my intelligence bonus.
And in the meantime, what's your armor class?
It is 24.
Okay. Excellent. All right. All right, you were making your shocking grasp. Your hands are starting to light up with electricity.
I need to make a concentration check first.
Okay.
Because of this, I need to take, I'm adding like a -3 to get a +3 to my save.
Well, he's got to make his damage first there, and then your difficulty is.
Oh, did he? I guess did he hit me then?
He does hit you. Yes.
Okay, so now your difficulty is 10 plus the damage he does.
Okay, how much does he hit me for?
I'm figuring it out right now. Okay. He hit. Okay, what are we re-rolling, Des? The enemy strike. Okay, re-rolling the matey's attack. Nope, this time the matey misses.
Okay, then I don't need to make the save, I guess.
Nope, you do not.
I still take a -2 penalty because it counts as an offhand weapon attack. To hit. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's not my hand that crackles, it's my sword though, because I can apply it directly to my sword as a magus.
All right, so electricity goes running down the length of the blade that he is holding.
Which is also corrosive and freezing.
You smell ozone.
And now you attempt to smack him with the sword.
6, 12.
Yeah, you smell frozone. Yeah. Nice.
Sadly,
Dash,
I only
nice.
got a 14 total because I rolled a 2.
A 14
Try
total
again.
for damage?
Oh, no, that's the hit.
Try again, says Siobhan.
Okay, that's a 15 now, plus 12.
That's 27.
So yeah, 27.
27 to hit? You definitely hit. Roll damage.
Okay, so first I will roll my 3d6 from the normal stuff. Okay. That's for 8.
plus 6 plus 1 plus 2. Then I need to roll 5d6 for the shock and grasp. Where's my other? There it is. 12. 34 damage.
34 damage. He explodes. The electricity and the freezing and shit hits him, and he just basically goes splat. Right, there is shit everywhere. It smells like burnt pork.
You guys' armor needs a bath.
You have blood and guts in your hair, you know, or you would if you were not in the armor.
Question: Is there somebody?
The visor?
Is there somebody within 5 feet of me?
Is there any enemies within 5 feet of you? Make me a luck roll.
Oh, that's right.
I rolled a 3 for that, so no.
You rolled a 3? Nope.
I'll take a 5-step movement towards the closest enemy, the next.
He's
I'll just
currently
engage
puking his guts out on the deck. Yes.
I'll just go to engage the next person. I won't get my second attack.
Okay, perfect. The gunboat gets to react. They go, get them! All right. So let's see here. Trying to figure out how many people are on the gunboat. Oh, okay, it's not too bad. I was wondering how much trouble are they in? No, not really. All right, there are certainly enough people to engage everybody, though. So let's have some armor classes. Yasmo, what's yours?
Armor class? Where is it? 23. 23.
23, okay. Let's see. There are 3 of you on that ship?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. One of them is down in the bowels of the ship, so
That's
there are
true.
2 on the deck.
Okay, this could get ugly. I will be nice to you. I will think about distances.
Obviously, the healing potions went with the crew that did not have the healer.
Right.
Yes.
Yep, okay. So, 23 was the armor class? All right. Yeah, all right. So we'll say about a third of them make it there in the first round. So first one misses. Second one hits. Third one hits. Okay.
Don't forget Xerxes is there too, right next to her, flanking the captain. So
yeah, but there's there were 3 people who were sent to attack, right? And 2 people are still on the deck. One is down about to kill or, rip the helmsman off the helm or something. I don't know what he's doing, but he's down there. So that means there's plenty of people to attack everybody. It'll be fun. Okay. So the first attack does all of 4 points of damage. And the second one does 6. For a total of 10. You're basically now surrounded by people who are beating on you. Or you're about to be. A bunch of people come rushing you, and then there's a couple of people behind them. Right, Xerxes. Okay. What's Xerxes' armor class, babe? Okay. First attack misses. Second attack threats. Confirm critical unless somebody rerolls that.
I'm gonna reroll that.
Okay.
Crit.
Because I'm going to be AFK for a couple minutes, taking the puppy out for bio. I have one loaded up, and I can let you know when to use it because I still have my headset.
All right.
There's the reroll button.
Gives it a lot of options in there.
Okay, just waiting for your reroll to come through there, Chris.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the damn button.
I think it's alphabetical.
Yep.
No, it's numerical and then alphabetical.
There it is.
Okay. We're re-rolling that. All right, that just hits now. It's not a threat. And the third one misses. So. Ooh. Xerxes takes 8 points of damage. Okay. Great.
Go pee.
And sorry, who was next?
After 15 would be 14 with Yat.
Okay, Yasma.
Okay.
You are being attacked by 3 people.
So-
There are more people rushing you.
Okay.
If it's too much, you can always withdraw over the rail because you have a bug suit.
Or I could just fly above them and attack them from above.
Okay,
can't
good night
reach me.
there, Dragon. Will be done shortly. Thanks for making the game fun.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Attacking
jump up
from
so
a-
that
Okay, attacking from above is not that simple, right? If you're attacking from above, if you're in range to hit them, they're in range to hit you unless you're shooting at them with a bow or something.
Good point. All right, so I'm going to grab the captain and hold him hostage.
Okay, make a grapple check. How you do that is base attack bonus
It
plus
should be your
strength.
CMB. Yeah.
Yeah, the CMB, yeah.
Combat
I
maneuver
rolled
bonus.
4.
Okay, that is a crapola roll for those who would like to keep that in mind for characters.
I think
She can re-roll that.
Okay,
Okay, re-rolling.
Daz spent the
And she-
reroll.
Okay, rolled an 11. My CMB is 9, so that gives me
20.
20.
Okay. He gets to condense that, I believe.
no, it just goes against his CMD. His
With
combat
CMV,
maneuver-
all right, right. Okay,
combat
yeah,
maneuver defense.
yeah, and his armor doesn't count for that, right? So he should. That'll do it. Yep. Okay, you grab him.
No.
Yes.
She's talking to the dog.
Oh,
Sorry.
Okay, so I grab
Sable knew that too.
I've got my scimitar to his neck,
Okay.
and I tell him to back off.
All right. Next.
Bonvin. 14 as well.
All right. Can I see that things are not going so great over on the other ship?
Probably not right away because basically the captain and the matey just exploded and everybody's gasping or holding their heads around you. How long do these effects last, by the way?
1 moment.
The
Because
holding
I'll
the
have to go
head
back
is this
to-
round. I know that's what.
I believe it's 1 round for every level of the caster.
Yeah, I think so.
Or
Which means
as
4 rounds.
4 rounds? Okay, and Madrimlian, sorry, how long does your dazed effect last there?
It
Lost you.
It's just this round. He said 1 round.
1 round.
And we do have comms in the suit, so we can hear
Yep.
what's being said on the other ship.
That is true. So you do hear that. All right, that's far enough. Drop your weapons, is what you hear Yasma say, basically, right? What does Yasma say? Back off, she says. Yeah.
Back off.
Okay. So you guys do hear that. The crew is shaking. The crew on the forecastle of the ship are shaking off the effects of the dazed attack.
Oh, yeah, I got 4 rounds because 1 round per level as far as the seasickness goes.
Okay, yep. But remember that the forecastle, right?
Yep.
Your cloud doesn't
Was-
quite reach, and they are shaking off the effects of Madrimlian stunning.
Yep. Okay, well, if they're doing that, target one of them, spend an arcane reservoir point, and they can have an arcane magic missile, which will do 1d4 plus 1 point of damage per arcane is level, so that's 4 plus 4. 1d4 plus 4.
Is that like, are they like supercharged magic missiles? You get one, and it's like.
Yep. And that is a 4, so 8 points of damage.
One guy.
Yep, one guy.
Okay, blammo. We'll say he kind of blows apart. Okay, next.
Okay. Next is, I believe it is Xerxes. Oh no, yeah, Xerxes at 11.
Okay, captain's dead. The other guy's dead.
No, Xerxes is over with Von.
Oh, he's over with Von Vin. Okay, right. And we had the captain there. Right. He's going to let's see here. He's just a fighter type 2, right? He's not a magic user at all. Xerxes? Yeah. Sword singer. Ah, he's a sword singer. Okay. So he's going to take up a defensive stance in front of Von Vin, or not Von Vin, Yasma is what he's going to do. Yes, but he's got a.
Does he inform anyone that the wheels are coming off over there for sure?
Yep. He says, we could use some help over here. Okay. A couple of guys will attack him. Oh no, they already did, didn't they?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And now the last one was Ruvel.
Captain's dead, Matey's dead, everybody else is still somewhat dazed or groggy or whatever.
But the one side of the crew is shaking it off. He looks at Arian and, indicates the other ship.
Yeah, I'll handle
He heads
this.
over there.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm going to say it'll take him this round to get over there. New round.
Oh, good. Crowley.
Crowley,
23.
you make it to the helm room.
Are
All
you gonna-
right. You're gonna try and sneak over and sop the helmsman.
Are you gonna let people know that that ship is gonna be uncontrolled?
Well,
It sounds
gonna
like
use-
Captain's dead, Matey's dead, everyone else wishes they were dead.
I'm gonna use my ability, my once a day ability to re-roll my die because I rolled a 1.
Okay.
There we go. 15 for
For your
stealth.
sneak.
So
Okay.
so actually it comes to 33. It's 15 on the die, and then 18 is my bonus.
Okay, do me a favor here. You're a pilot, right? Do you have a piloting score of some kind? What is the irrelevant score you've been using for that?
Pilot.
Okay, make me a profession pilot check.
Okay. $30.
30. You remember that even though the pilot may not be able to see you, they can probably sense your physical presence on the ship. You're aware of the senses of the ship. The ship will be aware of the pressure of your feet and kind of the loose outline of your body. Now you can work around that. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm saying you'll have to take that into account in telling me what you're doing with your sneaking.
I was just trying to sneak into a position and knock them in the back of the noodle.
Well,
Yes.
you'd know about the piloting, Crowley, so you could hover just a couple inches off the floor.
You are in your bug suit.
Ah.
All right, yeah, that's true.
Is that what you choose to do?
Yeah, I'll choose to
Okay.
do that.
He is flat-footed, and you do get your sneak attack bonus if you have one. Go ahead and make your attack.
Now I'm not looking to like really hurt them. I'm just looking to knock them the fuck out.
Gotcha. So you're attempting to do non-lethal damage. Understood.
Yeah. There's one, which did not work at all. I don't know. 2 misses, a 1 and a 4.
All right,
Reroll.
so
I have that one still saved, so
you're spending your reroll. Reroll.
Uh, 18.
Okay, is that a threat? Or is that
No.
like adjusted 18? Okay, you hit. Roll damage.
Okay. One point of damage. Woo!
1 point of damage.
does that include your strength and your?
Oh, didn't include my attack bonus.
Okay.
So 7 points of damage. Pardon me.
Oh,
Just
Dad
your
says
strength.
reroll.
Daz wants you to re-roll damage for a better damage roll.
Okay. 11.
And don't forget you have sneak attack.
He's not a rogue. I don't think he's a rogue. He's like a.
He's a mischief maker or something, a miscreant or something like that, but I think that gives him sneak attack. So
Do you get a sneak attack bonus?
No, I don't believe I do.
Okay. All right. So 11.
Yeah.
All right.
Total.
Pilot goes, fuck, ow, son of a. It hurt him,
Okay. Well,
but it didn't knock him out.
well.
Could get interesting.
Whack him in.
Do we use the massive damage rules? I don't know. I'm just asking.
I do like the idea of the massive damage rule, but he succeeded on his constitution check to remain conscious.
Okay. I
So,
just was wondering.
although I suppose the players could re-roll that too, or the audience could re-roll that too. I wouldn't bother though. It's not that hard to make this roll.
No, he didn't do enough damage for it to be hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, just advising the chat so they're not wasting their time and channel points, right? But if they want to, they can. There is a chance he could fail.
Okay.
Oh, sounds like it's next then.
Yep, I'm seeing resounding silence. Moving on. Next in line of initiative.
Oh, that would be me, Madrimlian at 21.
Okay, the guys have shaken off the effects of the dazing, and they are, heading. They're grabbing their weapons.
I don't think so. Blast them again.
Live another day.
Mental disruption. But this
Okay.
time, if they fail, they're stunned for an additional round.
Gotcha. And it's a will save?
Will save DC 17.
Okay. Okay, and two guys are like, get him!
It's always two. At least we keep the numbers down.
Actually, you know what? The two guys are looking around. They're looking at everybody else, like going, ah! There's this green cloud of shit floating in their air envelope. There's the remains of their fucking captain and their matey. They're tossing their weapons down to the deck. Fuck that. They're not retarded. They're not stupid. They're like, nope. We're noping out. Nope.
And one of their buddies just exploded.
Yep.
Yeah.
They both kind of did. One kind of came apart like somebody had put him in a blender, and the other guy just literally blew up. They're like, nope. None of this.
Well, that and Von magic missile, one of the guys coming out too of the days. So, and you said he just exploded. So,
big buddies, yay! In the meantime, the wheels are coming off over in the other end. Who is the next person in line?
That would be Arian at 18.
All right. So those two guys threw down, but how many guys are left on deck here?
There's a bunch of guys left on deck, but they're all like puking or holding their heads and moaning. Like there's still a lot of guys, right? This was the frigate, or not the frigate, the Corvette. So there's like about 20 people going, son of a bitch.
Okay. I'll order Vonvin to the other ship, and I'll just start mowing people down as I move ahead.
So you're not accepting, oh, well, I guess the ones you're moaning haven't surrendered, have they?
Nope.
You evil man. Okay. All right. The first, you know what? I'm not even gonna, right? Because these guys are not defending. They have no defense.
We don't have the facilities to take this many people.
No,
prisoners.
we don't.
We certainly don't.
And that's why Arian is doing what he's doing. Yeah. So yeah.
And that's why Madrimlian is nope.
Yeah. Okay. Next in line.
Next in line is Arden at 15.
Cool.
Go, Arden. Go.
All right, I'll go help the other ship. Can I get there in one round?
Next round, I think she said.
Next round. It takes you one round to get over.
Okay. As I'm moving over, how many? Let me check the range of my spell. Haste was my copy over, so spells book, spell book. Scrolling. Range. Yep. Is everyone within 8? So that's 4. So it's an extra 20 feet. 45 feet of me.
I would say no.
No, not if you blasted towards the other ship. Cast the buff on yourself or
yeah. I will probably cast Cat's Grace on myself then.
Okay.
Giving me +4 dex.
And head over to the other ship is what you're doing, obviously, right? Okay, next.
Next is, oh look, it's Asthma again.
Did we miss Ruville? Because he should have been transiting
Rubel
last round.
No, yeah, he'll be at the ship this round.
Oh yeah, okay.
Rubel is the last one on the list.
Okay, that's right.
So Yasma.
Okay. So did they actually stop when I told them all to stop?
Well, that's a good question. Let's find out. Okay, most of them are kind of going and hesitating. One of them comes up behind you and stabs you in the kidneys.
And she counts as flat-footed because she's in the grapple.
Yep.
Okay.
So no dex bonus to your AC.
So what is your AC without dex bonus?
My AC
should be listed as flat-footed.
Right, flat-footed.
Okay, so it's 23, so minus 4 for my dex, right? So 19.
19. Okay. Yep, that is a hit. And because I'm kind of evil. When you're evil. Okay. All right, that would be 9 points of damage.
I will remind you, Sable, you said that Xerxes took up a defensive stance, which I am.
That's true.
Which I'm taking.
Oh, that's right. Thank you.
That he had a prepared action to attack anybody who fucked with her.
You're right. Actually, thank you for reminding me about that. So I will do that first. Okay, nope. He does not hit. You hear this ching behind you.
I imagine he's like humming a tune or something as well.
Yes, you do hear kind of a, a melodic sort of hum and a higher pitched hum.
Okay. So, and that's behind me?
That was behind you, but you hear this ching and this sound like, like a coming close of like almost a whistle. You feel wind in your hair.
Oh, wow.
Right? And then you hear this, ah!
Well, they didn't listen, so cut his throat.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm going to slit his throat and push him towards the nearest person.
Okay. I wouldn't have, but too late. Anyway, it's all good.
Well, I can see there's people coming, so.
Yep.
You have to roll.
All right. Next in the sequence.
Vonvin at 14.
Vonvin, who saw it because she was headed over to the other ship, right, saw Xerxes kind of positioned with his sword kind of hung like at a low angle. It looked almost like an anime pose, right? And he was going, you could see him like poised like a hunting cat, right? And then you saw this fucking goblin come up behind her and try to stick her in the kidneys with the dagger, and he whipped around with that sword, and you heard this. Well, I don't know, you're just now reaching, as you just reach the etheric membrane, first you hear nothing, and then you hear part of the goblin scream, and the sound of a bunch of, boots moving and shifting around on deck, and the creaking of the ropes, and you also hear Xerxes humming. There.
All right.
What are you doing?
I say hit the air and lay down and entangle.
Boom! Okay. And everybody has to roll what to resist being entangled?
Reflex.
Or is it reflex?
Okay.
Eh.
Terrible. Worse. Not bad, but still not good enough. Shitty. Awful. Garbage. Less than garbage. That guy succeeded. Okay.
What,
All right.
Is the one who succeeded the one that just got attacked by a Xerxes?
Yeah, he was like, fuck me, hit the deck. Managed to avoid this, vine ripping up from the deck. Everybody else is like grappled.
Actually, it's quackgrass.
Okay, fine. I give up, says the goblin. He like throws down his dagger. He like puts his hands behind his head and crouches down. Actually, it's more like, me give up, in very broken Elvish. Everybody else is entangled. I would say the battle is over.
Great. How many prisoners did we end up with?
None.
One.
No, 3.
3.
Yeah, 3 people
I am the
surrendered.
lockdown queen.
Yep, very nicely done, guys. That was well fought, very clever. We're gonna call it here. We're well over time, so we'll deal with the aftermath of the battle next game.
Hey, good night, guys. We gotta get to bed.
Yeah, have
you
a good
bet.
night.
Night.
Good night.
No.
Anybody got last thoughts about the game before we call this off?
Only that Madrimlin is actually really tired right now.
Yeah, I bet he's got a hell of a headache.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's like I'm looking at my spells and like, damn, what I should have done instead of I should have been casting my self buff spells rather than my attack spells. I felt like like I had Cat's Grace. I could have cast Mirror Image. I could have cast Shield.
Yep. Lamentations of the I shoulda.
This is why spellcasters like you need to have the okay, I'm on my way to battle, I'm casting this as I go list.
Yep.
And cleared with the DM already, so that when you arrive at the battle, shield's already up, mirror image is already up.
Yep, always a good idea. If you guys want to make lists like that, feel free. Right?
Mage, like the only thing is like the only other spell that I wouldn't necessarily cast is Mage Armor because it requires me to wear no armor.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. But
But
yeah,
you
make me a list.
Yeah, you just start with the longest lasting ones and work your way through them as you close on the battle.
Well, see, all of the ones that aren't mere 6 minutes. Oh wait, no, it's probably increased now. Be 8 minutes because minute per level. Gonna adjust these.
8 minutes is a long time in combat. So.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, any other last thoughts about the game tonight, guys? Did you have fun?
Well, it's a blast.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now we just have to see how many times we can pull this off before they get serious about scouting.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
Because eventually they'll put a dreadnought on the lead, and that'll be the end of this game.
Okay.
No, it won't, because that's when we breach the hull and take out the pilot real quick and take off again.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that.
If the pilot spot where the dreadnought is close to one of the sides of the ship, if they're smart, it wouldn't be. It'd be right in the middle.
Yep.
So.
All right. So I'll just mention once more, our Kickstarter is still on for the Toy Soldier Saga, first book in the series, A Few Good Elves. It takes place several years from these events in the second Interstellar War. We are currently at $4,768, which makes us $232 away from our first stretch goal of audiobooks. We have 83 backers. We have 4 days left, guys. So if you want audiobooks, now is the time. And yeah, thanks for joining us tonight, everybody. All right, we are going to run credits. Toy Soldiers Old School is game mastered by Aaron Ree and Sable Aradia, based on the Toy Soldier Saga universe created by Diane Morrison. Audio and video tonight was provided by Zoom because Google Meet sucks. Sound effects and ambience provided by Sirenscape, not that we had any tonight. Music provided by White Sand. Check out his Patreon at patreon.com/whitesand. Mapping software provided by Campaign Cartographer 3 Plus, Incarnate, and World Spinner with adaptations in Adobe Photoshop. Character graphics provided by Hero Forge. Gaming software provided by Fantasy Grounds, Hero Lab, and World Anvil. Check out our campaign at www.worldanvil.com/w/Toy Soldiers Saga. Distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution License, the Toy Soldier Saga is copyright 1995 by Diane Morrison, all rights reserved. We are not here tomorrow. That is our day off. We will be back on Tuesday with Ask an Old GM at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. UTC, 10 p.m. in the UK, which is, use my brain, 7 a.m. Australian Eastern Time. And thanks for joining us tonight. We are going on a raid. We're going to raid Coffee Quills. Bring out your words if you were writing in the stream. Bring out your words. We're not going to do the 3 calls there. We're just going to do the 1. When you get over to Coffee Quills, yell prepare to be boarded because we are the Sable's privateers. And thank you all very much. We'll see you on Tuesday. And if not, we'll see you next week and the war will unfold. Have a good night, everyone, or good time zone wherever you are.